This video today, as you may have gathered, is about photographing cats. Who doesn't like cats? Greetings, YouTube. You join me on Christmas Day, no less, in Muscat, Oman. A pretty strange place to spend Christmas, you might think, but then when you think about it, Christmas originated in the Middle East, didn't it? So this is quite fitting. I'm going to talk through how I approach a cat when photographing it. I'm going to talk through the ideas I'm having when I'm seeing each particular cat. Because it's Christmas, I'm going to be giving out cans of tuna to the lucky street cats that we meet today and get to photograph. So, ho ho ho, let's get involved. Let's cue the generic Arabian music. Look at this. Not bad, huh? I'm not a very early riser, so it's already getting quite hot. It's 27 degrees today. Very different from Christmas in London. Okay, I'm gonna go 50mm for this one. The reason being, the cats here are quite skittish. They're a little bit frightened, and I don't want to piss them off. So I'm gonna use 50mm just so I can keep my distance a little bit. Hello. Ho, 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 it's Santa. Hey, little one. It's food. Please understand. Oh, yeah. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Cat number one, fed. So every movement I make, the cat is really worried. So you just have to kind of move slow. Let's talk settings. So it's super bright right now. I'm shooting at 1.4 as well. I'm using the M11's electronic shutter, which allows me to have a shutter speed of, well, at the moment, I'm at -2, and it's showing 16,000th of a second, which is allowing me to shoot wide open, even in these harsh conditions, and get that isolation that 50mm lenses are so famous for. This is quite a nice way to spend Christmas, I'd say. Feeding cats and taking some good pictures. Some lovely light, some great people. Here's a selection of cat photos that I've taken around the world. I'm shooting at 1.4. Good morning. So this is the picture that we just got, using the road, the tones of the road to create a little subframe to the cat's head, which I think has worked quite well. Really enjoying the texture on the wall behind the cat as well. Certainly couldn't get a frame like this in London. Top tip for shooting cats, I find that talking to them kind of reassures them that everything's going to be okay. It's the same with birds. So if you're silent, like when a cat is hunting something, it's hardly meowing at it or making any noise. So being quiet sometimes freaks them out a bit. Hello. Very good. Thank you. How are you? London. Definitely. How did I start photographing animals? So I was very inspired by Elliot Erwitt's work on dogs. And I've particularly loved how he put the camera down, giving you the perspective of a dog from the dog's eye level and showing you what people look like from that position as well. And so it's something I try and do with cats as well, is getting down. So the landscape here is just absolutely out of this world. Looks like you're on Mars. So the mountains aren't really that tall, but they're so like photogenic. They all look like, it looks like the Himalayan mountain range has shrunk down and without the snow. Super cool. Here we are with Omar Al-Zidjali.
That was a really good pronunciation. I like that.
Thank you.
What's up, everybody? My name's Omar.
So Omar's very kindly been showing us around this week.
Yeah.
So
it's been fun.
You've been born and bred.
Born and bred here, yeah, man. Then I moved to Scotland when I was 18.
Scotland?
Scotland. met Alan, like what is it, 5 days ago I think now?
Yeah, man.
And we've had an amazing time so far, showing him this beautiful city.
So, photography-wise, there's quite a big photography scene in it.
There's a huge photography scene. A lot of portrait photographers and a lot of street photographers as well.
I would definitely recommend this place for street photographers.
100%.
And for all kinds of photographers. Very calm and smooth movement. And then we focus on the cat. Such a cat thing to do. The second I got focus, it walked off. I rank like people are the easiest to photograph. Then it's dogs. Then there's quite a long margin, and there's cats. And then there's pigeons. Cats almost can tell, they know what you're doing and they want to ruin it. They'll sit there just long enough that you can frame up, and then they're like, yeah, bye. Bees, bees. How is the kitten the bravest of all of you? It's because the kitten doesn't know about the world yet, doesn't have that fear. A lot of the time with my pictures, I'm trying to take the subject, the environment, and some great light and a great perspective. Those are the four pillars I think make a great picture. You know, a kind of shallow depth of field 50mm portrait of a cat is okay, but I think it's a bit boring. So I'm trying to, what I really like is when all of those elements converge into one really cool shot. And I think I just got one here. If you're with cats that are this skittish, the longer you stay with them, and especially if you give them some tuna, they're going to be your friend and they're going to get used to you. So we've been here for what, half an hour? And we're able to get a lot closer now. So this is how it's done. I don't always provide food for cats. I don't have the time or patience to be walking around with 25 tins of tuna normally, especially when I'm in London. Great places to photograph cats. The number one in my experience is Istanbul. It's obscene, they're everywhere. They're not frightened like this. The cats are like really inquisitive. They are so used to people because they live in a city environment. It's quite an easy experience, but it's very rewarding when you get a great shot of a proper feral street cat. It's like, yeah. Oh. Salam. Hello.
Zen.
Zen.
Gato.
Mara hello.
Shille.
Anyway, let's go find another location here in Muscat to find some kitties. So for those who've followed me for a while, you may know I've done a lot of pictures of animals. In fact, I'm planning on releasing a book called Street Safari very soon, which is going to be focusing on all the animals I've encountered in urban locations. And cats make up quite a lot of those. A lot of people say I got into street photography because I love people. I don't really love people. I love animals more than people, that's for sure, in general. Wherever I travel in the world, there's always animals present. And I really enjoy the challenge of working with them. Can't find any cats here, but that's all right. Because this is a bit of me, this is. I mean, geometry, this marble, cool people. This video has not been sponsored by the Omani Tourism Board or anything like that, by the way. This is just essential reporting, one photographer to another. Okay, so this is a cat who's clearly spent more time around people. Hello! Oh, this?
Yes.
Hey, this is my signature camera strap from Artisan and Artist. Available from all, it's actually only available from Artisan and Artist directly. We'll put a link somewhere. So 24mm. What's this? I'm going to try and use the lines on the ground as a leading line to the cat. So the problem is the cat is really not in the right light. I know how we can get it in the right light. Hang on, sorry. You need to be in the light. Settings. I'm at 0.7 of a meter, and this time I'm going to be at f8, so I can get pre-focus. So focus even closer than 0.7. So it's going to be like maybe 0.4 of a meter to the end of the cat, like where the cat's face is. That should be in focus. Oh, he's loving that. I think let's be patient with him. Let's let him finish, and then see if he's ready for his photo shoot. Remember, environment. So what do I like about this environment for black and white? Let me show you. So I like the different textures that we have. I love this wall. I think the cat is a beautiful little cat. We've got great light on the cat here. And then it's about finding the right perspective. So photographing the cat like this, from how we kind of tend to see it, I don't think is as interesting. I see photography as an opportunity to present the world in a different way. And even though people don't really think about it when they see a picture like this, it's really not how we see the world normally. What I'm doing here is I'm hip shooting, so I've preset the lens and the distance and the aperture. I've got the settings all set as I want them for the shot, and I'm just reacting to how the cat's moving and taking little pictures. I also quite like how you see here, it's dark, light, and then dark again, so you can get this really cool effect. So you've got the light around the edge of the cat here. You've got this line leading up the wall, which is really cool. And then if you tilt the camera back, you can see the sky and this staircase leading up. It's really nice. And this is the kind of light that people really love shooting with in the Middle East, and Istanbul as well can look like this sometimes. And just loads of beautiful texture, like these doors, all the rock like this, the stone, gives a nice visual character to the shot. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, she kicked the cat. Oh, did you see the cat was framed in the doorway and then she kicked it? Oh, you're so cute. Sorry if there's loads of these annoying chirpy noises throughout this video, but I don't know how else to communicate with the cat. Oh yes, let's clean you off. Oh, she's purring. Yes. You know, if you just stick around and don't threaten them in any way, then they just get comfortable pretty quick, and they're very territorial. They have their own spots that they favor. So if you hang around there, they'll come back. So in countries like Egypt, like maybe Morocco, Oman, places where maybe you aren't a local and you don't feel so comfortable with photographing people necessarily, even though often it's misfounded and people are very nice. Animals is just a nice, easy way to start interacting and getting involved locally, and people see you and they might talk to you, and then they might say, this is my cat, or whatever it is, and then you can start building up that kind of rapport. This is what street photography is all about for me. It's about exploring, meeting people like Omar, like how we've met this trip. It's not about going somewhere, isolating yourself and just taking pictures of things and giving no regard for the people who live there, or getting immersed in the culture. It's all about using the camera, I think, as an excuse to engage with people in a way that you otherwise wouldn't necessarily. Let's carry on exploring Muscat. Only just realized that cat is in the name of the city. So that brings an end to this video. Just a little fun sojourn around Muscat here in Oman, and a few of the ideas I have when I'm framing up a cat or whatever animal I'm photographing. To be honest, it's the same whether it's a cat, a person, many things. It's just with the street cats, you see, we've had to be a little bit more thoughtful. That's the word. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below your favorite location to shoot cats. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Comment, like, and subscribe.